And why do I do this? Because banks will give me 70% of ARV of a property. So that means that I can basically buy this house for no money down. Andrew Buys Homes here, and I am here with
Nick with Hero Investments. We are wholesalers here in the Oklahoma City area. We also take care of Tulsa. So we came across this house from a mailing piece that we send out. Let me give you a little bit of a rundown what a wholesaling company is. We find houses that are undervalued, and there's usually a big problem with it, whether it's liens or mortgage. There's a lot of stress that's added to the whole situation, and we're able to help them out, get them out of that kind of situation, whether it's negotiating the lien, negotiating the mortgage, getting rid of tax debt, or coming in and giving them a fair offer for their house, considering all the repairs that needed to be done. And with this one, it tended to be pretty messy, you know, so like I was saying, there was a situation where the homeowner, dad passed away, the father, he was previously married and had a divorce back in 1978. During all of that, part of the settlement was his wife would get half of all of his assets, and this was his asset. So we had tried to find her to figure out what her or her family wanted to do, and that was weeks, that turned into months, and you know, it was pretty wild, but we were able to help the homeowner go through that whole situation. And seeing how we weren't able to find that person, we had to go through something called quiet title, which basically you have an attorney set up the liens and everything, and they publish them so people can see them. And then after an X amount of days, the liens will be wiped off if no one claims stake to them. So that's what quiet title is. So, you know, we came to an agreement that they were happy with, that we were happy with, and we ended up getting it for $25,000. So it was a home run at the time, so we thought, and then come to find out it was a little bit harder to sell than we intended. You know, there's not a whole lot of investors that like to invest in this area, but Andrew, you know, he loves it. So
I love this side of town. I don't know why other people don't love it. The numbers are good. The numbers work for me. So yeah, I like it working over here. So from the time Hero Investments got it signed up, it took them 8 weeks to go through the title work and all the other crap that need to go with it. Then we got it under contract. It took us another probably 2 to 3 weeks to close on it. One of the advantages of selling to investors, and one of the problems that you can't sell on the MLS, is we had to buy this house cash because of that quiet title issue. Because we actually had to take the money, I don't know if you remember this, but we had to take the money and put it in the escrow account. So the lady only got half the cash. So you couldn't just go over and go buy this house with a conventional mortgage. You couldn't sell this to most people. There wasn't a lot of people. So first off, it takes somebody that wants to buy over here. And secondly, you have to find somebody that has the cash to actually close on it. And then we actually had to go do the rehab on it as well. And it took a year, basically. I think like 6, 8 weeks ago, I got the letter in that we got a clean title on the property. So now we're in the process of refining. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun project. This will be one of our legacy properties. I'm never going to be able to sell it. I'm in way too deep now, way too deep. So I think we bought it from you for, do you remember what we bought it from you for? I think it was 40.
I thought it was 35 or 40.
35?
It's right around there.
I know, you wanted 40 and I told you I'd give you 35 for it. That's what it was. I looked through it and it just needed too many repairs. When you're buying a property, you have to really look at where you're at, and you have to sort of decide on what's a fit for you. Everybody's different. Some people want to buy north side, some people want to do south side, some people invest just for tax deductions. I know several doctors, lawyers, and people that make a lot of money. They need a place to dump their money so that the IRS doesn't take it all. I am not. I am a full-time investor and I make money at this. So let's say we do a house for 109. I'm gonna do times 0.7. This is my all-in price that I'd like to be on this house. And literally that's how I run my numbers. So we look at the property, ARV times 0.7 minus repairs, that's our offer. Every single time. I try to keep it very, very simple. And why do I do this? Because banks will give me 70% of ARV of a property. So that means that I can basically buy this house for no money down. Yeah, so they gave me $40,000 to fix this house up at the 70% of ARV. I'm over that. I want to say we're probably about $45,000 on the repair on this property. It's not the end of the world. They call it investing for a reason. One of the first things I do is I borrow money. Typically is use my, like this property here, I use my own cash, or I'll use other people's cash to buy the property. Then I turn around and refi it. Banks will give me 70 to 75% of ARV, of after repaired value, to refi a property. So I could go borrow money from Nick, take his $40,000, buy the property, then Nick would loan me another 35 plus 40, so the whole $70,000, he'd loan it to me.
Yep.
I would fix this property up, I would pay him 10% interest. So about $700 a month I'd be paying you in interest every single month, which would be motivating me to get this place done, because as long as the place is empty, that's coming out of my pocket. That hurts, especially when you guys I've got empty. So now my next step is to turn around and refi Nick out, because when I get this refi done, I'm probably going to be paying like $425 a month for the same loan, because I'm going to get better terms and better interest rate. And Nick also is he wants to rotate his money because he's an investor. So he's going to give me a 6-month to a year terms. I usually go for a year just because this one here is taking a year. You can see that. Typically we try to do them. I'll show you, we're going to go look at Dogwood here in a minute. We bought it last week. It's almost finished and ready to go back on the market. Easy peasy, you know, we'll be 3 months or less, we'll have our money back to our investors on that one. Same thing with the 11 plex that we bought. We'll have that one back in less than 3 months. They'll have their money back. This one here, totally different scenario. We've had all kinds of problems. So I've actually had to call my lender and be like, hey, bud, you know, I said it'd be 6 months, but it's taking a little longer. He's like, we've done millions of dollars for deals together. So he's like, yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, we just had 3 of ours come to term. So make sure you look over the numbers, because we actually had, ours were, 2 points with 10% interest, and now that they come to terms, it's now 4 points at 20% interest. So we're trying to refi those like tomorrow.
Woo! How long did it take for your maturity date?
That was 4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
Yep.
So that's typically why I mean, just because of crazy stuff. And right now the banks are taking forever. I mean, even this quiet title, this should not have taken that long. We should have been in and out of here in 90 days, 4 months, 5 months tops. But the other reason was I also didn't start working on this house right off the top because I didn't have a clear title. I don't want to go dump all my cash into a house that I can't get my money back out of. Anyway, this place is looking great. Come on in, let's take a look at it. Nick, you remember this place?
Yeah, I do. This is massively different than what it used to be. Like right where you're standing, it was like a springboard floor.
It's not so bad. Yeah, so we ended up having to go in here, and there was a rot. We had to jack this wall up about 3 inches. So they had to come in here, jack this whole corner up about 3.5 inches. We had to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new floor joists. We also added in stackable washers and dryer here, so they'll be able to get a washer and dryer in here. Fridge, new countertops, new cabinets, all that good stuff. So I think it's turning out really nice. 4-bed. We found a shower back here. Remember this bathroom?
Yeah, I do. It was all boarded up and everything.
Shower. Oh shoot! I just fell through the wall. Oh yes. You never know what you're gonna get, but. Oh, look at that. That is some impressive, really impressive work here.
Hey, yeah, you guys do have a shower here now.
We've got a shower there. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a body in there or what we were going to find in there, but we ripped it out, and fortunately, we found a shower. But it all had to be replumbed. Everything was rotted out. And here we had the same thing. This whole wall was rotted out. So we actually had to tear out all of this and replace half these floor joists and the rim joist. So this whole corner here was just rotted out. That was a huge surprise here. We knew the bathroom needed some work, and the bathroom was completely rotted out as well. So we had to replace all these floor joists as well. So it was a fun little project. Ended up being, I don't know, week and a half over here.
Yeah, I remember this floor was dipped in really bad. The toilet was about to fall through the floor, and then this door was like nailed shut. Like their bed in that room was up against this wall. Man. Oh,
it's been a fun project. I'm glad to see it done. I love it because it's so close to the Scissortail Park and all the new additions and things that they're doing out downtown. Oh yeah, we also had like a water line bust. Man, it was fun. This project here has been a blast. basically had to repex half the house. They're working on dogwood right now. Hopefully have that one finished up this week, and then we'll have guys back over here by the next couple days, and we'll get 2 more on the market. We're almost done with this one. On to the next one.
So my house just got finished. Don't exactly know what happened, but we definitely had a fire. It's like carpet caught on fire, burnt the wall. What in the world? Somebody broke a window? Interesting. Very interesting.